everybody, it's Julie, and if you've been following my blog or following my channel, then you know that I have been trying to treat the rosacea on my face with a number of different methods. And recently you may have seen my unboxing video for a brand called Face Addiction, and I've been trying their entire soft line plus one other product, their actual redness and rosacea treatment product, on my face. And I thought I would go through each product individually in terms of reviewing it based on my experience. The first product that I'm going to be reviewing from the system is the Face Addiction. It's from the soft line. It's the cleanser. It's this product right here. And this is just the travel size. I got the travel pouch that had 3 different products in it just so that I could try it out, because if you have rosacea, then you know that you never know. It doesn't matter how good the product is. You never know if you're going to have a reaction to it or not. So I try and get the trial size first just to give it a whirl, so I'm not giving away a whole pile of stuff or throwing out a whole pile of product and money for that matter. So I started off with the tiny little one, but so this has 30 milliliters in it. The full size has 250 milliliters, so it's considerably larger than this. The travel pack came with a full list of all the ingredients that are actually in the products. I will write them all out in the description for the video below so that you can read them all over yourself. I'm not going to read through them all in this video, but I will go over the main ones that are in it. And just to be clear, there is no alcohol in this or any of the other products in the soft skincare line. So like, you don't have to worry about that, because I don't know about you, but that is a major, any product that has alcohol in it just immediately causes my skin to flare up. So I just avoid that altogether. As soon as I see that in the ingredients, I just keep going. It's just not the right product for me. The main 3 ingredients in this are royal jelly, and it says this nutritious substance is used by bees to feed the young and the queen bee. It's used to repair at the cellular level. It's rich in B vitamins, and it's moisturizing. The next major ingredient, the main active ingredient in it, is Rosehip Oil. That's high in vitamin A and C. It's got essential fatty acids in it, and it's a soothing ingredient. And this explains that rose hips are the seed pod left once rose petals have fallen. Rosehip oil is cold pressed from these pods. So that's the next ingredient. And then there's also rose essential oil. Because it's hydrating, it repairs the capillaries, and it soothes irritated skin. It is steam distilled from freshly harvested damask rose petals, which just sounds really pretty anyway. But all of these are clearly very calming and soothing and easy on the skin, which is exactly the kind of thing that rosacea-prone skin needs. About the actual company itself, it's called Face Addiction. It's a Canadian company, which is actually one of the reasons that I looked into it, because at the time I was looking not only for a product that would help my skin, but I was also looking for something that was somewhat local, because that helps shipping to be a little bit more affordable for me. All of their formulations are all natural. They don't have any chemical preservatives. They don't have any fragrances or colorants added. To be clear, the product that I've just been using, this product here, the soft cleanser, it does have a smell, and it's a really pretty smell, but it's not because fragrance was added. It's because the ingredients in it actually have a very pleasant smell. So there is a difference between that, and I've found that actually caused absolutely no irritation in my face whatsoever, which is awesome, because as soon as when I pumped it into my hand the first time, I thought, oh my goodness, this is fragranced, but then I looked into it and it's not. It has ingredients that have their own fragrance, but it is not. There is no fragrance added whatsoever. It is paraben free, and it doesn't have sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate, which is awesome because those are so irritating, and so I'm glad not to have them there. They're not tested on animals, they're gluten free, and it's made here in Canada. Just to be clear, this is not a sponsored video, this is not a paid video, this is just me testing out the product and talking about it and sharing information. I don't know if your reaction to it is going to be the same as my reaction to it, but it's really hard to find products that will work with rosacea-prone skin, so it's sometimes when you can talk about it with somebody else or find out what has worked for somebody else, you can try that too, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't, but at least you have a path to take. So that's what I'm hoping to provide here. In terms of my actual experience with this cleanser, with the soft cleanser from Face Addiction, the things that I really liked the actual texture of it. It's a really creamy product, and It's different from any other cleanser that I've used. Most of them are either you know, use them as a regular kind of as though or a soap. So you know, wet your hands, wet your face, kind of foam it all up and then rinse it away. Or for super sensitive skin things that I've tried, there's no water whatsoever, so you wipe it, you know, rub it all over your face, and then you take a very gentle cloth or a tissue and you actually just wipe it off water free. This one is halfway between the two, and I found that really kind of cool. So the idea is you pump a little bit of it onto your fingers and you rub it, like massage it gently onto your skin, always very gently, and it feels like you're actually rubbing it into the skin as though it were lotion. But the next step, do all this with clean hands, by the way. Wash your hands first, then dry them. Then dry skin, dry hands. Massage this all into your skin. Then dampen your hands, and then use your damp hands to rub the cleanser again, and it brings it right back out to the surface. So it's as though the cleanser actually rubs into the skin and then binds itself with all the dirt and evils and everything that have been collecting on your skin, or makeup even, throughout the day. And then once you put the water on there, it draws it back out to the surface. So you can then massage that around and kind of bring it back out again, and then you use water and actually rinse the whole thing away, kind of in the whole thing is about 3 phases. It's really quick and really easy, but the thing that I found very interesting about that is that it really made my face feel clean without that squeaky clean, kind of stripped of all oils feeling. So I felt like all the dirt is gone, and makeup or anything else I might have had on my face was gone, but the moisture was left, the natural oils and things that you still want to be there, because otherwise your skin's going to be very dry and unhealthy. That was left behind. So that was really great. So I was very impressed with that experience. When I do use it around my eyes, it doesn't burn at all, it doesn't irritate my eyes, and my eyes get very irritated very easily. I have dry eyes too, and it didn't bother them. In terms of what I didn't like about the product, when I was first researching it, I went on the website and I looked to see how much it was, and it's $44 Canadian, which translates to about $31 to $32 US at the current exchange rate, for those of you who don't live in Canada. And at first I thought, like, that's a lot for a cleanser, but actually, when I looked into it, really, this was supposed to last me for about 2 weeks, and I used 2 to 3 pumps of this stuff and definitely cover my whole face every time I washed my face, and I wash my face every morning and every evening. And I still have about this much left of the product, which means this is going to last me 3 to 4 weeks, probably closer to 4, not quite. And when you consider this is 30 milliliters, and the full-size one is 250 milliliters, that's going to last a long time, which means that when I really think about it, my current cleanser lasts about a month, and it's full price, it's around $13 or $14, so that's about the same amount of money that I will be paying. So as much as I would like to think that that is a lot of money for a cleanser, and that's, you know, something that I wouldn't like, technically speaking it's not, and it means that I can buy it and then I'll have it for a while. I don't have to keep replacing it, so that actually makes me really happy. So while that would have been my main complaint about it, because I am price conscious on products, no, that's perfectly okay. So I definitely plan to buy a full-size product of this. I plan to make it my cleanser from now on, so I can't think of any real complaints about it. There was one more thing that I wanted to point out about the ingredients in this product, and that is that it contains radish root ferment filtrate, and that ingredient actually acts, because there are no chemical preservatives in the product, this ingredient is used instead. It says that it's derived from the same bacterium that has traditionally been used to make fermented kimchi. This product consists of a peptide that is produced by the bacterial culture during fermentation process, which has shown to have antimicrobial benefits. This ferment filtrate provides an effective combination of skin conditioning, moisturizing, and antimicrobial properties. So because of that, I feel that I don't have to worry about having the larger amount and having it open and lasting a few, 2 or 3 months at a time, because it might not have any, chemical preservatives, but it does have that ingredient in it that helps to keep it free of unwanted bacteria and things like that, so it will stay fresh enough to get through the entire product. So I guess that's it. This is the first of 4 reviews that I'm going to be doing of this skincare line. I'll be doing them over time as I use the products up and kind of form an opinion on them. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, and if you want to see more of my reviews, then I hope you will subscribe to my channel. And other than that, see you next time.